Kenny, that Atlanta could win the division, also be eliminated today.
And Brian, the Falcons have won the toss. Matt Bryant will kick off for the Bucs. Rookie out of Michigan State, DeAndre Cobb, back deep for Atlanta, replacing the injured Allen Rawson. Cobb has returned only 3 kicks this season, and he takes it out across the 25-yard line. Michael Vick leads the 11th rated offense onto the field. Falcons lead the league in rushing. Vick with 6 rushing touchdowns. His second career 300-yard game in the last meeting against the Bucs. McClure in the middle. Warren Dunn having an outstanding season. White and Jenkins the wideouts, and the tight end Algie Crumpler. Vick on first down swings it out to Warren Dunn out of the backfield, and Dunn gains 5 out to the 32-yard line, brought down by Ryan Neese. Bucs ranked second defensively. Spires, Hovan, McFarland, and Rice up front. Shelton, the Bucs' leading tackler this season. Brooks heading to his 9th consecutive Pro Bowl. Rondé Barber with 5 interceptions. He's going to his 3rd Pro Bowl. Second down and 5. The handoff to Dunn. And Dunn close to a first down. Spent 5 years here in Tampa. He's the Buccaneers' 3rd all-time leading rusher.
And it is a first down, Kenny. And we spent a lot of time in a meeting last night with Mike Vick. Holiday Spirit has signed a couple of footballs for my nephews. Very gracious. But he said, in talking about what Jay Glazer said to start the show today about the tempers and the emotions, he said it was bad for us. It put us in a deep hole, 13-0. We got to be smarter than that today. And we also have to start fast today.
From the 37-yard line on first down, this is Dunn. And Dunn takes it out to the 44, gain of 7. Greg Spires made the tackle.
Well, it looks like Warwick Dunn's going to be part of the game plan today. He's caught the first pass today, got him started, and then 2 runs. And they're going to the left side. All the plays right there are going at Simeon Rice, who they feel is an excellent pass rusher. They also feel that he's susceptible against the run. Now they move Simeon Rice over to this side to rush to the backside of Michael Vick.
Now second down and 3 from the 44. Vick to the air, and the catch is made by Jenkins, but he's tackled immediately by Brian Kelly. And it looks like Jenkins did, in fact, pick up another Falcons first down.
Well, they have balance right now in this early drive, and what they've done is they've really gone to the short passing game. And I think that's a smart thing to do, to get Mike Vick into a rhythm, any quarterback into a rhythm early. Get him involved in the game, get the offense moving, keep the defense on the field. All those things are positives to start a game.
From the 48-yard line, Vick pump fakes, chased by Ryan Neese, and now he throws, and it's caught by Dunn, a penalty marker, as Dunn is knocked out of bounds in Buccaneers territory after picking up 8. Bill Levy, the referee this afternoon.
Mike Vick doing a good job of extending that play, holding on to the ball and really putting the defense in no man's land. Rush Vick and try to tackle him or play coverage.
2 fouls on the offense. Ineligible downfield, number 62. That penalty is declined. Pass interference, number 84 offense. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
62 Todd McClure, 84 Roddy White committed the penalties.
Roddy White looks like he's just out there. Doesn't look like he's running around. Jenkins on the other side, the other wide receiver, did the same thing. They were running out there to block like it was a designed run. Miscommunication from the huddle, or Mike Vick changed the play and not everybody got the signal.
So the penalties forced the Falcons back to their own 38-yard line. It'll be first down and 20. 3 receivers set. Vick out of the shotgun. Vick on first and 20, and a diving catch is made by Roddy White. at the Bucs 48. A 14-yard pass play from Vick to the rookie out of Alabama, Birmingham, White.
Well, this is what we haven't seen enough from the Falcon offense. Not a catch by a wide receiver, a great catch by a wide receiver. This may get challenged here. I mean, John Gruden may want to take a look and see if that ball. Atlanta would be wise to hurry up and run this play.
Gruden has thrown the red flag. So the Buccaneers challenging whether or not it was a legal catch. John Gruden only 1 for 7 on challenges so far this season.
Tampa Bay is challenging the ruling on the field that the pass was complete.
So Bill Levy will take a look at it. Was it a legal catch by White? We'll find out.
Life is measured not so much by what you do as by what you do for others. For almost 2 decades, the people of Southwest Airlines have helped make the Ronald McDonald House a home away from home for seriously ill children and their families. Here's to the special spirit that brings us all together. The spirit
This awesome Dell Dimension desktop with an Intel Celeron D processor for only $499 after mail-in rebate. Right now, get a free flat panel monitor from the world's #1 source for flat panels and free shipping. Go online to get other Dell desktops starting at $299 after mail-in rebate. It's more than an amazing deal, it's a Dell.
Toyotathon is back. For 27 years, it's been the greatest time to buy the Toyota you're looking for. Quality, selection, value. You'll find it in every car, truck, and SUV we build. While you're at Toyotathon, check out Corolla, one of 7 different Toyotas with EPA city or highway ratings of 30 miles per gallon or more. Along with Highlander Hybrid, powered by Hybrid Synergy Drive. Just like the cutting-edge Prius, the place is your Toyota dealer. The time is now. Treat yourself today. Toyota, moving forward.
This Fox NFL special is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 40.
Bill Levy taking a look at this catch or non-catch by Roddy White.
Yeah, I think right here you're going to see the ball hit the ground. Right there. That ball is on the ground. That should be non-possession right there. And you'll see, take another look at it right here. I think this is a good challenge by John Gruden.
Now it will either be a 2nd and 20 or 2nd and 6, depending on Bill Levy's interpretation.
And if I was Atlanta looking at this replay.
After reviewing the play, the receiver took possession of the ball to the ground, then the ball hit the ground and he lost possession. It is an incomplete pass. It is 2nd and 20 on the 38-yard line. The clock operator, please put 11:50 on the game clock. Tampa Bay will not be charged a timeout. Thank you.
Well, John Gruden wins his 2nd challenge this season, and if I was Greg Knapp and Jim Mora during that challenge timeout, I would have been looking for a play for 2nd and 20. You have to be honest with yourselves. They saw the play on the big screen. You have to anticipate that play could have been overturned like it was and be thinking 2nd and 20 here.
So it is 2nd and 20. Falcons from their own 38-yard line. 3 receivers set. Jenkins in motion. And the Falcons keep it on the ground with Warwick Dunn. Rondé Barber comes up from the right corner position to make the tackle, a gain of just 3.
Now, the thing about the Atlanta Falcons is they're the leading rushing football team in the league. They also have run the most explosive running plays in the league, 19 plays over 20 yards. So you say 2nd and 20, why run Warwick Dunn? Well, he has 11 of those 20 runs over 20 yards this year. So they can explode from the running game, unlike most teams in this league.
Dunn gained only 3, so it's now 3rd and 17. 2 tight ends. Falcons have to get to the Bucs 42. Vick takes off. Penalty flag as Vick is tackled at the 47 by Ryan Neese. Gain of 6.
Mike Vick is a left-handed quarterback, so they take their best pass rusher, Tampa Bay, Simeon Rice, and they rush him from the backside on that play.
Holding, number 81 offense. Penalty is declined. 4th down.
Take a look here at Simeon Rice right here, working on Kevin Schaefer. They don't have an 81. It was probably Eric Beverly, who's number 80. Probably the guilty party, a backup tight end staying in to protect.
Michael Kanan back at his own 33. Mark Jones in single safety for Tampa Bay. Jones from the 12. And he's tackled back at the 9-yard line. Good coverage by Artie Ulmer. 41-yard punt. -3 on the return.
It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle.
This is where it is. This is where I come. This is what I believe in when the day is done. This is Budweiser. This is clear. Budweiser. The king is here. This is Budweiser. This is beer.
Boom, chicka, boom, wicky, wicky, ticky, ticky, wicky. Bro, you see that?
What?
Did you see that? Oh, no way.
This is Paul. He's been a quarryman, beetle, wing, poet, father, frontman, producer, business mogul, painter, and if that weren't enough, a knight. The key is never stop doing what you love. Call us today. We'll help you plan for the next part of your life. Fidelity Investments. Smart move.
The greatest thrill ride in sports returns. NASCAR on Fox this February.
This Fox NFL special is sponsored by Budweiser. Bright, crisp, clean, pure. This is Budweiser. This is beer.
Falcons rookie punter Michael Kanan has pinned the Bucs inside their own 10. Tampa Bay's first offensive possession. They start from their own 9-yard line with 2 tight ends. And the handoff to Cadillac Williams, who gained 116 yards last month in Atlanta. Cadillac gaining 3 on first down. Chris Sims making his 11th pro start, his 9th start this season for the Bucs. 3rd-round pick back in 2003.
Got the longest stretch of passes in this league right now without an interception. Something like 117 passes in a row now without throwing an interception.
Keith Brooking had the last interception of Chris Sims. 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Cadillac Williams. And Cadillac takes it out to the 20-yard line. He picks up a first down, 8-yard gain. Cadillac running behind an offensive line that has started all 14 games this season, including the rookie left guard out of Wisconsin, Dan Benning. Cadillac with 5 100-yard games this season, which is tied for a franchise record. Joey Galloway with 71 receptions, having his best season. From the 20, the pitch to Cadillac. And he's upended after a gain of just 1 by D'Angelo Hall. What's going on with the Cowboys and the Panthers, JB?
Well, Kenny, you know a victory by the Panthers. They're in the postseason. Play action. Jake Delhomme, here's the big play on this drive, hooking up with Ricky Prohl, 69-yard pass play. That led to a 24-yard field goal by John Casey. Panthers up 3-0 over the Cowboys. Back to Kenny, Brian, and Jay.
All right, JB, look at the NFC South standings. Carolina in the playoffs with a win. They clinched the division with a win and a Tampa Bay loss today. Second down and 10. Sims to the outside for Galloway. His 72nd reception, which ties his career best. Gain of 5. As we check out the Falcons' 14th ranked defensive unit. Chauncey Davis starting for the injured Brady Smith. Keith Brooking heading to his 5th consecutive Pro Bowl, which ties a franchise record. Antoine Edwards starting for the first time this season for the injured Keon Carpenter. Third down and 5 for the Bucs from their own 25. Sims with time, and the pass is caught for a first down by the rookie tight end out of Stanford, Alex Smith. Bucs needed 5. They get 6.
No, we're talking to John Gruden a couple days ago about tight ends. And he's coached a bunch of them in Philadelphia and Oakland and Tampa. And he said this rookie, Alex Smith, is by far the best that he's ever had. And that was a key third down catch right there to keep this drive alive. Smart player, big guy that can run, got speed. You can line him up and spread him out like Gonzalez and Shockey and those guys.
Sims complete out at the 42-yard line to Michael Clayton, who had a tremendous rookie season last year. Had 2 surgeries during the offseason. Has only 32 catches this year, and he picks up a Bucs first down.
We're talking about Alex Smith, and really John Gruden was saying that when he came here, he didn't have an offense. You know, they won a Super Bowl and with a bunch of holdover players, but he said he's trying to build an offense. And in the last couple plays here, you saw Alex Smith catch a ball. You saw Michael Clayton catch a ball. You saw Cadillac Williams running it. These are the new foundation of an offense that John Gruden hopes has them in contention for the playoffs year after year.
And here's Cadillac gaining a couple. Keith Brooking made the stop. 20 tight ends have started for John Gruden during his years as offensive coordinator in Philadelphia, head coach in Oakland, head coach here in Tampa.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they've drafted tight ends. Heck, when he started in Philadelphia, he was coaching a tight end named Ed West, a guy that couldn't run. He was a good blocker. Ed West coached for the Atlanta Falcons for a while, played down there. But he's got a young nucleus of offensive players right now to go with Joey Galloway and a young quarterback, and he thinks the foundation is starting to come around.
Second down and 7. Sims over the middle, intended for Smith. Michael Boley, the rookie linebacker out of Southern Miss, on the coverage.
No, it becomes third down now. And always a key down for any offense to be able to hold on to the football and move the chains. And the Atlanta Falcons, I don't think a lot of people realize this, are the best defense in the league by far on third down. Teams are only converting 27% of the time, and the league average is about 37% of the time.
Michael Pittman in the backfield. Movement prior to the snap.
One of the reasons why the Falcons are good on third down is they've got 2 great pass rushers, Coleman and Kearney.
Offside. Number 97 defense unabated to the quarterback. 5-yard penalty, third down.
And that's on Kearney.
Yeah, he was trying to get a jump there. Talking to Patrick Kearney about rushing the passer last night. And he doesn't get a chance to rush a left-handed quarterback very often. Chris Sims, a left-handed quarterback, he actually gets to rush him from his blind side today. He was excited about it. Probably too excited on that last play.
So following the penalty, a third down and 2. Michael Pittman looks to be just short.
Yeah. See, that penalty changed the play calling of John Gruden. It went from a pass to a run. And Michael Pittman is usually a good short yards rusher, but they're going to come up short here. Punt team is already out there on the field.
Antoine Edwards shaken up. Edwards starting at safety for Keon Carpenter. Edwards making his first start this season, 32nd career start.
The injuries have just piled up all season long in the secondary. Anton Edwards, he's going to come up here into the screen here and make this hit. Here he is. He takes out the interference. He takes out the guard, Dan Benning, there. Sometimes that happens. You take out a 310-pound offensive guard there. It can kind of knock the wind out of you. It can bruise a rib. All those things can happen. But he made the play. He didn't make the tackle, but taking out the interference, he made the play.
Josh Bidwell heading to his first Pro Bowl, punting for the Bucs. Ryan Finneran lets it go, and it bounces into the end zone. 49-yard punt. Falcons will start from their own 20.
Toyotathon is back. For 27 years, it's been the greatest time to buy the Toyota you're looking for. While you're at Toyotathon, check out the all-new, stylish RAV4. The redesigned RAV4 stretches over 14 inches longer and packs 40% more gear in the cargo space. It's got an EPA highway rating of 30 miles per gallon and starts at a surprisingly low price. The place is your Toyota dealer. The time is now. Treat yourself today. Toyota, moving forward.
What's going on? We don't know how many converters we have in stock. We don't know where our trucks are, and no one knows where Mackler is.
6,000 converters? Trucks are at I-4, exit 9. Mackler, where are you?
In the airport.
Get a Nextel walkie-talkie phone for $24.99 and connect with over 17 million people. Nextel is available at Sprint or Nextel stores. Sprint together with Nextel.
I'm number one. I'm number one. No, I'm number one. I'm number one.
The winner of American Idol is Carrie Underwood.
There's only one show with the power to turn unknowns into music superstars.
You will sell more records than any other previous Idol winner.
This January, the biggest phenomenon on television turns up the volume. American Idol.
Are you ready, America?
Premieres Tuesday, January 17th on Fox.
Well, I tell you what, plenty of spirit down here. Maybe the weather doesn't say Christmas, but the shopping malls do, Kenny. I made a little trip to the shopping mall yesterday. Santa was out there taking the pictures. I'm telling you what, I've never seen stores so crowded. Don't try to buy an iPod 2 days before Christmas. You can't get into the store.
Falcons happy to be in this weather after what they went through in Chicago last Sunday night. Here's Dunn on first down. And Warwick takes it out across the 25 to the 27. Gain of 7. Setting up second down and 3.
Okay, watch the best offensive running football team in the league displace this line of scrimmage to back here. Watch the movement they get right here. You see a sea of pewter right there just getting knocked back. That being the Tampa Bay defensive line. They just displaced him, and that's why Warwick Dunn was able to pick up 7 yards on that play.
And Barry Stokes now part of that line in at right guard for Todd Weiner.
Right tackle over there.
Here's Dunn. And Dunn picks up the first down out to the 33. Gain of 5.
Well, one thing that always gets talked about with this offensive line is they cut block. Watch Al-J. Crumpler here. Watch Barry Stokes. They're going to do what they call throw the blade. Here's Al-J. Crumpler cutting right there, Greg Spires. And when you talk about bad blood between these two teams, nothing fuels bad blood more than offensive linemen that cut defensive players.
And remember, Spires was fined in their last meeting for a late hit on Michael Vick. Vick complete to the tight end, Al-J. Crumpler, who picks up the first down. Gain of 16. Crumpler heading to his 3rd consecutive Pro Bowl.
And I thought Al-J. Crumpler was outspoken this week when he said a couple of things about this Atlanta Falcon team, and he was dead on accurate. He's saying that we sit around and wait for things to happen, and we get behind in games, and then we lose these games on comebacks by field goals. He said we have got to attack early in games so that it doesn't happen, so we don't fall so far behind and then come up short at the end.
From the 49 on first down, Vick going deep for Roddy White. And a flag, Brian Kelly on the coverage.
That's a play that attacked down the field. That's what Al-J. Crumpler was talking about. That's what Jim Mora told us yesterday. He said, let's just let Mike Vick go back there and huck it. Right? I mean, I don't know what huck meant at the time, but you just huck it up there. And that's what he did there.
Pass interference. Number 25 defense. First down at the spot of the foul.
That was a huck.
That's a huck. And let me tell you, all these teams looking to get into the playoffs, you better huck it up there. You better make the safeties and corners defend the ball deep in this league, because you can get a play like that in interference. You get big plays that happen out of the passing game.
47-yard penalty. Pass interference on Kelly. First and goal from the 5 off the play fake. Pass is caught, and diving ahead for the touchdown is the fullback, Justin Griffith.
Superman's happy. That's a good drive. Good drive all the way around. The offensive line got it started up front. Justin Griffin, just a guy that should be in the Pro Bowl at fullback. That's an old Mike Vick dive for the pylon there to get that in. And said Mike Vick has to play huge here today. And he's gotten off to a good start here today.
Todd Peterson for the point after. The Atlanta Falcons have taken a 7-0 lead here in Tampa. Touchdown immediately following the 47-yard penalty, the pass interference call on Brian Kelly.
Imagine you sign for a package for your neighbor, a Samsung 40-inch LCD TV. To make sure it's undamaged, you get it out. It's stunning. You wonder where your neighbor will put it. Everyone loves your new Samsung TV. The cinematic picture, the sound. A few days later, your neighbor asks, did you sign for a package? And you ask yourself, did I sign for a package? With Samsung, it's not that hard to imagine. The official HD TV of the NFL.
Remember, guys, Tom will be paying with his Visa card. You guys will represent 5 layers of Visa security. Matt, zero liability. Brandon, identity theft assistance. Russ, fraud monitoring.
Why am I fraud monitoring?
What?
Why can't I be zero liability?
Well, Russ, I'm actually zero liability.
Why can't you be identity theft assistance?
I'm identity theft assistance. Hey, listen, I'll be fraud monitoring. You? Fraud monitoring?
With Visa, you're protected.
I'm the director.
Well, why can't I be the director?
Bro, you see that?
What?
Did you see that? Oh, no way!
This Fox NFL special is sponsored by Samsung, the official HD TV of the NFL. By the new Campbell's Chunky Fajita Soups, hearty soups that fill you up right. By Visa, proud sponsor of the NFL. With Visa's multiple layers of security, you're protected. And by Toyota, choose any direction as long as it's forward. Toyota, moving forward.
Falcons out to the 7-0 lead. Third touchdown reception of the season for Justin Griffith. And there's Brian Kelly, who committed the pass interference penalty, which led to the Falcons' touchdown. Edel Shepard on the return for Tampa Bay, and Shepard brings it out to the 28-yard line. Artie Ulmer made the tackle on special teams. Roddy White drew the penalty, and then Michael Vick with his 13th touchdown pass of the year.
As Team Mom, my mom always watches what we eat and encourages us to eat our Campbell's Chunky Soup. Like new Chunky Fajita Steak.
Eat up those big chunks of steak.
She's also very encouraging from the sidelines.
When you feed them, don't stop.
New Campbell's Chunky Fajita Soups fill you up right.
Last season, one bullet took the life of Jack Bauer.
He's dead.
This season, A second bullet will bring him back.
Get help!
Chloe, you need to go dark. Someone out there knows I'm still alive.
My son is in there.
I am so sorry that I got you involved in this.
What's happening?
There's a visual on a suspect.
This whole thing is impossible.
Who are you? Someone who's not supposed to still be alive. I'm being set up.
I never imagined that I'd get another chance to tell you this.
If you were going to tell me what I want to know, it's just a question of how much you want it to hurt.
24, the two-night premiere event begins Sunday, January 15th on Fox.
The NFL Extra Points credit card. Apply now at 1-888-GRIDIRON or NFLExtraPoints.com and you can get $25 worth of free merchandise at NFL Shop.
Head coach Jim Mora wants to huck the ball down the field when there's one safety in the middle of the field. And so then that guy there and that guy there are one-on-one right there. So you take Roddy White, the fastest player in the Falcons, against Brian Kelly. That safety in the middle of the field, you just huck it. You take your shot right there. You get a defensive pass interference, 47 yards, and a play later they're in the end zone. You got to take your shots down the field. You have to attack. Jim Mora knows that, and the Falcons know it.
So the Falcons lead 7-0, and Cadillac Williams is bottled up on first down.
No, Cadillac Williams last week, I mean, these two teams combined for 3 points last week. It was a horrendous offensive performance by both teams. The Cadillac Williams last week against New England's longest run was 3 yards. Here's a guy that has a chance to go over 1,000 yards today, have a chance for Rookie of the Year. And the point is the offensive line did not move the New England Patriots a yard. They're upset about it. They're trying to change that here today.
Now Sims on 2nd and 10 with time, throwing downfield, intended for Joey Galloway.
That's a huck. See, that huck was out of bounds. I think it actually hit the side judge in the head here. Hit right on the shoulder. And like you're walking along the beach here in Tampa Bay and something drops on your shoulder. Most of the time it's not a football.
So Don Carlson unable to get out of the way, and he took that in the left shoulder.
John Gruden saw Atlanta huck it. He said, we're going to huck it. And huck is just basically taking it back and just letting it fly. I mean, Joey Galloway is their fastest player. Let it fly down to Joey Galloway against one-on-one coverage.
Sims with an empty backfield, dumping it off on 3rd and 10, and Alex Smith picks up the first down and more all the way out to the 46. Pickup of 18 yards.
You give John Gruden a good tight end, he's going to figure out a way to use him. That's an excellent call because it's a sucker punch is what it is. You get the Atlanta Falcons to rush, you get the defensive backs to drop, and then you delay the tight end. Alex Smith just delays, he blocks, he delays, lets everybody clear out, and then he picks up a couple blockers up front. Usually you run screens to a running back, not very often to a tight end into the middle of the field.
Again, Brian, empty backfield, and now Cadillac Williams shifts into the backfield on 1st and 10 from the 46. Sims back to throw on 1st down, and it's complete to Alex Smith. And Smith picks up another 1st down, his 3rd catch of this first quarter.
Well, I don't think John Gruden was spinning the fact that he thought Alex Smith was the best tight end he's ever coached. We mentioned that he's coached 20 of them in his tenure in this league right here. And you watch him in practice, he runs his routes full speed. Stanford graduate. You know, he's a smart guy. And then look, I mean, he knows how to use his body, fight off players. I think he's going to become a bigger part of this offense the end of this season into next year. You're going to see Alex Smith with 60 and 70 catches in this offense.
3 catches today, 37 yards for Smith. Off the play fake, Sims going deep, looking for Galloway. Brian Scott made contact.
You know that in the last meeting a month ago, Joey Galloway was held without a catch. Only happened one other time this season.
Pass interference, number 24 defense. Automatic first down, spot of the foul.
Excellent play action fake by Chris Sims, but Brian Scott back there because of the injury to Keon Carpenter. And this is just, he took his eyes off the ball there. And Joey Galloway ended up running into him. Brian Scott was forced to the bench because of his play. Keon Carpenter back there, free safety. He's back there playing now because of that.
Buccaneers gained 30 yards on the penalty. Cadillac Williams up the middle. Cadillac forced back, wrapped up by Chauncey Davis.
No, you look at this game here, Kenny, and two really evenly matched teams. The game a month ago was a 30-27 game, came down to the final kick. And really, it's big plays that separate a lot of these teams. You try to figure out the NFC South, nobody can figure this division out. But who's going to make the big plays? Today, the two big plays have been Hucks, and then the defensive pass interference that gave the team the change of field position. You have got to continue to attack down the field today, next week, and into the playoffs.
One penalty, 47 yards, the other 30. Sims complete. Jameel Cook spins into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown this season for Jameel Cook, third of his career. 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, both passes to fullbacks.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's so conscious about the wide receivers. And so the fullbacks who don't get a chance to touch the ball a lot, you know, you use everybody else as a decoy, you sleep the fullback out. Basically the same play from Justin Griffin for the Falcons and now Jameel Cook for the Bucs.
7th touchdown pass thrown by Sims this season. Matt Bryant for the extra point. We are tied at 7. 9-yard touchdown throw from Chris Sims to Jameel Cook.
Unstoppable. Sasha Cohen is. So is her Citizen Echo Drive. Fueled by light, it never needs a battery. It's unstoppable. Just like the people who wear it. Citizen Echo Drive watches. Unstoppable.
Dzisiaj przyjdą twoje nowe łyżwy?
Tak, gdybym mógł przyjechać taką pogodą.
Na pewno przyjedzie.
Śnisz niemożliwe.
Złoży się o śniadanie.
Fantastyczne!
Mówiłem ci, dawaj śniadanie.
The most reliable color on earth. UPS. What can brown do for you?
Unstoppable. Like a Waltrip is, so is its Citizen Echo Drive. Fueled by light, it never needs a battery. It's unstoppable. Just like the people who wear it. Citizen Echo Drive watches. Unstoppable.
Hi, I'm Master Sergeant Vincent L. Burrell from Bagram Airfield, Afghanistan. Go Falcons.
Hello, everyone. I'm Airman First Class David Loomis from Bagram Airfield, Afghanistan. I'm the #1 Bucs fan in Afghanistan. Go Bucs, beat the feathers off the Falcons, #1.
Again, I went to visit the troops in Kuwait and Iraq a couple of summers ago, and he's right. All of the troops over there, they travel with their memorabilia of their fans. I mean, I never saw so many Packer fans as I saw at Camp Asalia in Qatar. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, that's sort of the hopes and the dreams that they take with them over there, and they follow them passionately on the internet, on the different news agencies.
A lot of Packer fans.
A lot of Packer fans over there. You faked the huck.
Yeah, DeAndre Cobb faked the lateral to Michael Jenkins and then took it out across the 20. Jameel Cook, who scored the touchdown, made the tackle. And there is a flag downfield.
Generally where there's offsides.
By the way, Brian, that touchdown reception by Cook, the 900th touchdown in Buccaneers history.
Wow.
Offside, number 27 of the kicking team. Atlanta has elected to re-kick the ball with a 5-yard penalty.
900 touchdowns, but none have come on a kickoff return.
None on a kickoff return, but the first touchdown for Jameel Cook this season.
Yes.
So he's happy to contribute to the record books. We always wonder what the football looks like with a guy that wears a shield. You know, is it just like a pair of sunglasses and you can see it real clearly? You know, just how does the ball look through that shield like that? He didn't have any problem catching it.
Well, we'll be right back down here next week for the Buccaneers and the Saints. You can ask him.
I will ask Jameel that. And it's nice, you know, the Bucs played in cold weather last week up in Foxborough. The Bears played in weather that, I guess if you measured the wind chill factor off the lake there, the Windy City was probably 10, 20 below zero weather. I think everybody's happy they're down here in the Tampa Bays. And nothing says Tampa Bay more than palm trees. There's the division right there. Carolina, of course, hosting the Dallas Cowboys today. Tampa Bay still hoping to win this division. A little bit of help. Atlanta's still trying to win this division. A lot of football to be played. Always comes down to the final week.
Atlanta can win the division with 2 victories and 2 losses by both Tampa Bay and Carolina. Falcons will host the Carolina Panthers next Sunday. Here's Cobb from the 9. Cobb still on his feet. Takes it out to the 40. And there is another flag. The kicker, Bryant, made the tackle after the 32-yard return by the 6th-round draft pick out of Michigan State, DeAndre Cobb.
I was about to say that was a good choice to have him re-kick it.
During the return, illegal block in the back, number 66, receiving team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
That's on Austin King, a backup center who was originally drafted by the Bucs 2 years ago.
I was going to say, I just thought it was going to be a good decision to. Yeah, here's Austin King right here. He's blocking Jameel Cook. Oh yeah. I mean, that's what it was. He blocked him right in the back there. That's an example of a big, slow offensive lineman trying to get to a good, quick fullback. Got out-athleted.
So the Falcons start from their own 26, and the first carry today for T.J. Duckett. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage as the first quarter comes to an end. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons are tied at 7. Bucs NFL Sunday will return after these messages.
Yeah.
And a quick route, Kevin Walter out along the perimeter. That covers 9 yards with Nate Clements there again defensively.
Well, it's just not fair because Kevin Walter, he's one of their 4th, 5th receivers on the depth chart, but still you see an excellent sense of timing in the passing game no matter who he's throwing it to. Whether it's Chad Johnson, T.J. Hushmanzada, Chris Henry, they have a number of different receivers. Even Kevin Walter can come in and make plays.
This is 3rd and a long one for Cincinnati. They need to get across the 10-yard line. Double tight end set. Walter's the motion man for the Bengals. Play clock winding down. They'll try to push the pile, and they do. Palmer does it himself. It'll be a 1st and goal. After the 3-yard pickup by Carson Palmer. Lost his helmet on the play, and that should do it for this first quarter.
Yeah, but he kept.
Toyotathon is back. For 27 years, it's been the greatest time to buy the Toyota you're looking for. Quality, selection, value. You'll find it in every vehicle we build. Check out Toyota's biggest truck ever, the Tundra Double Cab, with more standard horsepower, payload capacity, and towing ability than the Ford F-150 Super Crew. Now, sign and drive lease the 06 Tundra Double Cab for $269 a month for 39 months with absolutely zero due at signing. The place is your Toyota dealer. The time is now. Treat yourself today. Toyota, moving forward.
What happens when 6 of the world's most famous skaters are teamed up with 6 untrained celebrities?
Come on, what can go wrong?
This ain't ballroom dancing. It's Skating with Celebrities, a new series, Wednesday, January 18th on Fox.
We start the second quarter in Tampa. Kenny Albert with Brian Baldinger and Jay Glazer. 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. T.J. Duckett in the backfield. Off the play fake. Vick looking downfield. Can't find anyone. And he dives across the 30-yard line. Now he lost the football, but the question is, was he down? He was not. The Bucs have recovered.
Looked like Mike Vick was just trying to get down. See, he ducks underneath the pile here. Yeah, that ball's out. Ball came out. Couldn't tell if it got hit out, but the ball was definitely away from his grip when the left knee went down.
Dwayne White made the initial hit on Vick.
I'm sure Jim Mora wants to know if this is worth taking a look at.
He has thrown the flag, so Jim Mora will challenge whether or not Vick was down. Chris Hovan recovered the fumble for Tampa Bay.
Jim Mora, he's got a separate spot for his flag. He's got his own wristband there that holds the flag in there. Haven't seen that look before. It's a stocking stuffer right there.
And he's put it back in the stocking.
The front and rear pillars of the F-150 are insulated with an innovative heat-activated foam to reduce noise, making it as quiet as a luxury vehicle. A luxury vehicle that can tow 9,900 pounds.
Hi, I'm John Madden. This is a special time of year when families gather together to sit on a couch, not talk, and watch football. Good times. And now those moments don't have to end with the game because there's VCast from Verizon Wireless. You can watch me preview all the action anytime you want. Isn't that what the holidays are all about?
Verizon Wireless is the only network with VCast. Watch broadband quality sports clips and the Madden Report. And now get a cool LG 8100 for just $99.99. Only from Verizon Wireless.
This Fox NFL special is sponsored by Ford F-150, built Ford tough. By AIG, for insurance, loans, and retirement, AIG. By Guinness Draft Stout, drink responsibly, brilliant. And by Verizon Wireless.
The Falcons are not going to win this challenge. This is a fumble here. Dwayne White, defensive end, is going to poke his right hand underneath Mike Vick and knock this ball out. You see right here, the right hand is going to knock that ball out. The knee is not down yet.
After reviewing the play, the runner got the ball knocked out of his hands before his knee hit the ground. It is a fumble. Atlanta will be charged their first time out.
So the Bucs will take over on the Falcons' 29-yard line. Remember what Jim Mora told us last night. He said in our last 3 games against Tampa Bay, we've averaged 344 yards, but the problem has been turnovers.
Yeah, they lost that turnover battle 8-3, and they just caused another turnover there, or created a turnover.
So Chris Sims and the Bucs back to work from the Falcons' 29. Cadillac Williams running hard. And he gains 8 down to the 21.
Mike Vick not happy with the call, but really the film doesn't lie about it. And you're going to run in there into Tampa Bay's, the teeth of the defense, and scrambling. You better put that thing away. Okay, nobody stopped fumbling better in this league than Tiki Barber, a guy that had the fumbleitis, and flat out right now, you can't get the ball out of his hands.
Inside handoff to Mike Alstott. And Alstott picks up the first down. Brian, you mentioned Tiki Barber, Giants in Washington, and let's get an update on that game from JB.
Hey, Kenny, what you'll see, you know this guy, Santana Moss, had himself a Pro Bowl season. Mark Brunell, play action going up top. Look at the adjustment here by Santana Moss. Nice adjustment, 59 yards to pay dirt. Skins on top, 14-10, 10:35 left in the second. Back to Kenny Albert.
JB, that's a huck right there. That was a huck by Mark Brunell down the field to Santana Moss.
Here's Cadillac Williams gaining 3 down to the 13. Redskins control their own destiny. If they win their final 2 games, they will make the playoffs for the first time since 1999 when their quarterback was Brad Johnson.
Yeah. And a guy that, of course, won a Super Bowl here 3 years ago with Tampa Bay. And Washington's getting hot at the right time. Remember, they lost that game in the 2-point conversion here to Tampa. Mike Allstott, of course, they went for the win rather than the tie. Lost that game and on a 3-game winning streak right now. I'm trying to make it 4 right now.
Giants have won their last 3 as well. Second down and 8. Play action. Sims rolling left. And now he throws. It is caught by Allstott, and he dives in for the touchdown. The 3rd touchdown by a fullback in today's game.
Yeah, and Mike Allstott has been diving in for scores a lot this season. This is about the 3rd or 4th option for Chris Sims on this rollout here. Alex Smith is covered. Really, what has plagued the Falcons more than anything else this whole season on defense has been bad tackling. And that's the case right here after this catch. 2 missed tackles there, and Allstott scores.
First receiving touchdown for Allstott this season. He's rushed for 6. He's scored more touchdowns, now 68, than any other player in franchise history. 14-7 Bucks.
I do enjoy drinking Guinness at a tailgating party.
Yes, and I've discovered that the local custom is to wear cheese on your head. So, to fit in, I brought along some hunks of Limburger.
Limburger cheeseheads? Brilliant!
Brilliant!
I'm not so sure we're fitting in.
I smell feet.
Whatever the occasion, drink responsibly.
Brilliant!
Think of the little ones. Life insurance, loans, retirement. AIG.
Set Giants camp for launch.
Copy that. Launching Giants camp.
.32 team camps, only on NFL Network.
Fox Reality, the all-reality, all-the-time channel, brings you American Idol Season 4.
It's just amazing.
With Reality Revealed, featuring exclusive new interviews.
Wow.
American Idol with Reality Revealed. Fox Reality, January.
Not happy with your Christmas gifts?
Smashing voids my warranty. Have a good life.
Fox Sunday gives you what you really want. A special Simpsons, Family Guy, and King of the Hill. So spread the cheer.
I brought these gifts for you. They're up in my bum.
It all starts 8:30, 7:30 Central, tomorrow on Fox.
Buccaneers capitalize on the Michael Vick turnover. Mike Allstott, his first receiving touchdown since December of 2002.
Ryan Scott just flat out whipped on the tackle against Mike Allstott, and that's why he was benched and lost his starting safety position. He's back in there because of injuries to other safeties today.
Short kickoff taken by DeAndre Cobb. And Cobb out across the 30. Ernest Graham brought him down 17 yards on the return.
Kenny, watch Brian Scott right here. He has a perfect chance here to bring Mike Allstott down at the 2-yard line. You do not want to give any team a free 7 points in this league. You have to make them earn it. Here's another angle right here. He's squared up. Now go right through the thighs of Mike Allstott, lift him up in the air, and bring him back. Closing your eyes and diving at players' feet in this league, you can't stay in this league playing like that. It's been the biggest problem with the Falcons defense this year.
Did he close his eyes?
I would imagine he completely missed him.
Best starting field position of the day for the Falcons from their own 31. Bootleg by Vick. And Michael Vick has a first down out to the 45-yard line. Pickup of 14 yards.
I think he just got stuck into the ground there. You know, he's not a good slider. He has never figured that out. So he just awkwardly goes. It's like driving your Ferrari, Kenny. You know, down the New Jersey Turnpike and then hitting the Jake brake. And then but he just sort of bounces off his neck there and his shoulder pads. Not a real smooth landing.
He told us earlier this year that he is scared to slide. He feels safer to run and then fall.
That's a scared-looking dive right there.
From the 45 on first down, the handoff, Duckett. And Duckett tackled by Brian Kelly after a gain of 2.
Well, guys, Michael Vick, if you've noticed, he takes the knee brace off. That left knee he's had on for several weeks. And this morning he said to me, I feel a lot more comfortable now that the knee brace is off. I'm going to let loose. I'm going to run a lot more than you've seen. I especially want to run very early, make them scared of that double threat. Back to you guys.
Well, Vick has run 3 times so far today for 23 yards. Thanks, Jake. Told us yesterday he feels 100% health-wise, which is unusual in Week 16. Vick fires, and it was batted down. Derek Brooks got a piece of it.
Mike Vick throws a lot of balls, almost side-on. And so if you get in the passing lane, you can knock these passes down. Watch his arm. That ball just got batted right down to the line of scrimmage. You know, he's only 6 feet tall, and so sometimes, you know, those trees just get in his way. He can't find the right passing lane. This sets up a key third down play here.
Fans on their feet, third down and 8.
3 receivers over here, Kenny.
Falcons have to get to the Bucs 45. Vick from the shotgun. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Simeon Rice with the sack, his 11th of the season.
The disappointing part about that sack is they actually brought L.J. Crumpler in to block Simeon Rice. Watch L.J. Crumpler right here. He's actually blocking him on the outside. But there was pressure in the middle. See, Simeon, he comes on the outside. He's going to take the path of least resistance.
Michael Kanan punting to Mark Jones. Jones across midfield. There is a flag as Jones is finally hauled down after a 52-yard return.
You know how you know this play is coming back? When the offensive line
during
start
the
walking
return,
out.
illegal block in the back, number 86 receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, Tampa Bay.
It's on backup wide receiver, Edel Shepard. So that 52-yard return by Jones is erased. It was an illegal block on the punter, Kanan.
This is life. This is Life in Drive.
Now lease the all-new Fusion for $219 a month for 39 months. Fusion for a life in drive.
And still refreshing football fans everywhere. Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light, official beer sponsor of the Super Bowl.
This Fox NFL special is sponsored by Rocky Mountain Refreshing Coors Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL and Super Bowl 40.
All right, take a look at where the blue line is there at the 25-yard line. That's where Tampa Bay had returned that ball to because of the illegal block by Adele Shepard on the punter, who was going to make the play anyways. They lose 45 yards of field position.
Instead, the Bucs start from their own 30 as Sims hands off on first down to Cadillac Williams, and he picks up 2, setting up second down and 8.
Look at the offensive leaders here today. Cadillac averaging just a little over 3 yards a carry here today. I always thought, I was watching Michael Pittman in practice, the backup running back, and he was a big part of this game plan. He was catching a lot of balls, running a lot in practice. He's a guy that they love in the passing game. They love putting Pittman out at wide receiver and see if they can get a good matchup there.
Pittman split to the left, second down and 8. Sims looks right, and the pass is caught by Galloway. Good second effort. He picks up the first down.
Joey Galloway is a guy that had a chance, I thought, to make the Pro Bowl this season. Nothing against Santana Moss or Steve Smith or Larry Fitzgerald, but Galloway's had a Pro Bowl season. And really, John Gruden has revitalized a lot of older receivers, guys that, you know, were in the twilight of their career. Look at some of them. Irving Fryer in Philadelphia is the first one that he coached at age 34. Still to this day, the best season receiving ever by a Philadelphia Eagle in its history. Tim Brown, Jerry Rice, of course, out in Oakland. Keenan McCardell here.
Sims in trouble, gets rid of it, and it is picked off. Guess who? Keith Brooking, who was the last player to intercept Chris Sims, and that was 5 weeks ago.
And it was a couple of things. It was great coverage on Joey Galloway, and then it was pressure by Patrick Kearney on the backside that forced a bad throw. Atlanta Falcons Pro Bowl players stepping up on that play to create a play.
There was a late flag as well. First time Sims has been intercepted in 128 pass attempts since Brooking did it back on November 20th.
Keith Brooking could be a nightmare for Chris Sims here.
After the interception, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 56 of the intercepting team. Threw the ball toward the bench, taunting the Tampa Bay bench. 15-yard penalty, 1st and 10. Atlanta keeps the ball.
Good play, bad play by Keith Brooking. Watch Patrick Kearney come on the backside here against Kenyatta Walker. See, coverage allowed Kearney to keep coming. And then watch Keith Brooking here in the middle. Just reading the eyes of Chris Sims the whole way. Trying to get that ball into Alex Smith, the tight end. Forced it in there. That's what you want to do. You want to try to make your quarterback go from his first read and then adjust his eyes to that second read. And Keith Brooking adjusted his eyes to Sims.
4th interception of the season for Keith Brooking. And now the Falcons start from their own 47-yard line. Warwick Dunn, and he's wrapped up by Shelton Quarles, starting his 100th game as a Buccaneer today.
Keith Brooking this year was really sacrificed himself. I mean, he'd really love to play the weak side linebacker spot where he gets to cover the running backs out of the backfield. He gets the blitz, but because of 2 injuries to middle linebackers this season, he stepped up and played. It's not his best position. He doesn't particularly love it, but in that position, he's made a lot of big plays for him this season.
And Hartwell out for the year, so Brooking moved to the middle. Off the play fake, Vick to Crumpler. And Algie Crumpler picks up a first down, takes it all the way down to the Bucs 38, 15-yard pass play.
You know, in the last minute here of this game, we've seen Patrick Kearney with a good quarterback rush. We've seen Brooking with an interception. We've seen Vick throw a ball to his favorite target in the Pro Bowl tight end. Seen 4 Pro Bowl players from the Falcons right there step up and make big plays. And that's what you have to do. That's what you're paying those guys for. That's why you're the marquee players. And in a game where you got to have it, they have to play huge.
Only the Colts are sending more players to the Pro Bowl than the Falcons. Vick hucking it again for Roddy White, but he was out of bounds.
Yeah, but the fact that they're stressing the safeties. You have got to attack safeties in this league right now. Watch, I mean, here's Brian Kelly back there. Actually, that's a beautiful throw by Michael Vick. Put it right on the fingertips. But you have to make safeties think pass first rather than run. Because in the Buck scheme, going back to the John Lynch days, safeties were always here first to tackle, and to tackle the ball carriers and the run, and not play pass coverage first.
Now 2nd and 10. Vick hands it off to Dunn. And again, it's Shelton Quarles. The first Buck in on the tackle, a gain of 3 for Warrick Dunn.
There's the offensive Pro Bowlers. Half of the Pro Bowl nominees here from the Falcons on offense. Vick at quarterback. That's, I think, more out of respect around the league. Defensive players and what they think about him. Rod Coleman, of course, his first Pro Bowl. Keith Brooking. Coleman probably should have gone last season. Sometimes it takes a great year to get the recognition.
6 Falcons heading to Hawaii. That pass was tipped and then caught, but not enough for the first down. Caught by Algie Crumpler, about 2.5 yards shy of the marker.
This down right here, I mean, I think you're 8-6 in this division. You're on the road. I think you've got to stay aggressive. You've got the best rushing attack in football. You've got, you've got the ultimate weapon in Mike Vick. I mean, I think you got to have a play for 4th and 1.5.
This would have been about a 48-yard attempt.
This is the right call for the Falcons.
Going for it on 4th and 2. And Vick his knee nearly touched the ground. He was able to maintain his balance and completes the pass for a first down to Jenkins.
There's probably not another quarterback that could have slipped. Jim Moore's laughing. That would have slipped here on the back pedal, on the drop.
Wow.
Been able to find his balance. Ooh. Tell you, he's down. They better hurry up and run this.
He sat down, but his knee never touched.
Right. He wasn't hit.
He wasn't touched by a Buck.
So he got himself up, remained poised right there, and was able to find Jenkins on the crossing route. Great athletic ability, of course, to make that play.
So the Falcons convert on 4th down, keep their drive alive. And now Warrick Dunn gains 4 down to the Bucks 21.
I think, when you go for it on 4th down in this league, in the first half like this, the game really this close, 1 score away, it sends a message to your team. You're playing here to win. You're playing to be aggressive. There's not an offensive lineman in this league that doesn't want their team to go for it on 4th and 1.
And Patrick Kearney told us yesterday, tomorrow is our first playoff game.
And this is their playoff game. It starts today.
2nd down and 6. Dunn cuts to the outside. First down inside the 10, down to the 8. And there's a flag after Dunn gained 13 yards.
Great vision by Warrick Dunn to cut that back. It's like this may be offensive holding down the field, though. This could all come back.
Holding. Number 84 offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
It's on Roddy White.
It's rookie mistakes out there by Roddy White. Here's Roddy White out there and Brian Kelly. Okay, now Warrick Dunn is gone. You've got to feel the ball carrier there. Just let him go. I mean, Warrick Dunn's already got the first down. He's already passed the line of scrimmage. He's running on his own at that point. That is a really costly mistake.
So instead of 1st and goal from the 8, it's 2nd and 5 from the 20. Vick to the air on 2nd down. It's caught by White. He picks up the first down, atoning for his penalty a moment ago. Gain of 10 yards.
Just looking at throw to Roddy White to the right. All of Mike Vick's touchdown throws this year have either been to the left or over the middle. Not one over to the right side. And so what it says is that's the key. That the Bucks know that. They've watched all of his touchdown throws. But now again, they put both wide receivers to the right. Over here. We'll see if they come back in motion or go across the field.
Now Jenkins in motion. Split left. White split to the right. And the Falcons keep it on the ground with Dunn. He's tackled by Quarles after gaining 2 down to the 8-yard line.
The advantage when you have tall receivers like the Falcons do. Al-J. Crumpler at 6'4", Finneran 6'5", Jenkins 6'5". You get down here and you can throw jump balls. You can throw high balls to the receivers. They have an advantage with the height.
Now Jenkins split left, White in the slot to the left. Now White in motion. 2 tight ends. 2nd and goal from the 8. Vick looking end zone. He throws to Jenkins. Touchdown.
That high throw there. Jenkins going way up top for that one. And again, but that one to the left again. Another touchdown throw to the left. And the 2nd touchdown pass for Vick today.
3rd touchdown reception for the 2nd-year receiver out of Ohio State, who grew up right here in Tampa, Michael Jenkins.
Really great route by Jenkins. Really sold it on Rondé Barber. I mean, you don't see Rondé Barber bite like that on a route. That was a great move and a great throw, and the right throw.
So the call by Jim Moore to go for it on 4th and 2 pays off as the Falcons score the touchdown on the 2nd touchdown pass of this first half by Michael Vick.
And of course, that was all fueled by the interception by Keith Brooking. So capitalizing on a turnover.
Matt Lair, the left guard, is the injured Falcon.
Take a look here. This is the 4th and 1 play. Mike Vick slips, gets up off the ground, keeps his poise, able to still locate his receiver, Michael Jenkins, who was huge on this drive. The 4th down catch and then the touchdown catch. And, you know, Jim Morris told us this week that they're still building this offense the way John Gruden's trying to build his offense here in Tampa Bay. And Michael Jenkins is a big building block to that offense.
Here's Todd Peterson for the extra point. He ties this game at 14. This is Michael Vick's 50th start. He's never thrown 3 touchdown passes in a game. He has 2 in the first half.
It's built for power. It's built for durability. It's built for strength. It's built for quiet. And it's ranked highest in initial quality by J.D. Power and Associates. Ford F-150. Built with innovation. Built Ford tough.
Is that your new Sprint phone?
Uh-huh. With Sprint's new fair and flexible plans, no one can tell me what to do. I can talk when and how I want. It's my little way of sticking it to the man.
But you are the man.
I know.
So you're sticking it to yourself.
Maybe.
Sprint's new fair and flexible plans with no huge overages or roaming charges. You control your plan. It doesn't control you. Plans start at just $29.99 a month. Sprint. Yes, you can.
What happens when 6 world-class figure skaters are paired with 6 celebrity amateurs?
Come on, what can go wrong?
That's gonna leave a mark.
What have I gotten myself into?
Fox January. These celebrities are gonna strap on the blades for a cutting-edge competition paired with the world's best figure skaters.
Can I get a stunt double for this?
Who will rise to the challenge? They're about to find out the hard way.
That looked like it hurt.
This ain't ballroom dancing. It's Skating with Celebrities, a new series coming January 18th to Fox. Fox searched all over New York to find the perfect host for our New Year's Eve celebration.
That's me, of course. Who are you expecting?
New Year's Eve live with host Regis Philbin, starting at 11, 1 week from tonight on Fox.
Look at this. It's all mine.
Well, coming up tomorrow on Fox, the Christmas Day game, Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. The pregame gets underway at 4:30 Eastern on Fox Sports, America's most watched NFL network. The Bears can clinch their division with a victory over Green Bay.
Rex Grossman in the quarterback now. Looked like he gave him a big lift against the Falcons to begin that 3rd quarter at Soldier Field last week.
He'll make only his 7th NFL start. First since September of 04. Edel Shepard on the return takes it out to the 29. 24 yards on the return.
You know, Jim Mora was telling us last night that, you know, they're 8-6 and they're not happy about that. But they think that their team is improving. And it's not reflective really in the record. But when they came in, they had the 30th ranked offense and the 32nd ranked defense. They've now improved that defense to 14th and the offense to the 11th position. So they know they're getting better. And sometimes the record doesn't say that. I mean, it's a better division this year than it was a year ago. But I think the foundation for improvement is here right now.
Bucks start from the 29. Play action on first down. Sims rolling to his left. It's caught by Pittman, and he's forced out of bounds after a game of 6. Well, when you finish 11-5 and go all the way to the NFC Championship game like the Falcons did last year, obviously the expectation level is raised.
Yeah, and it should be. I mean, that's what fans want. You know, the Falcons have never had back-to-back winning seasons. 40 years, never back-to-back winning seasons. In fact, Jim Moore told us they've never had back-to-back seasons where the team was even in playoff contention. And so they're battling history here in Atlanta. And there's still a lot of football to be played this season.
Second down and 3. Williams. First down. Cadillac out to the 44. Picked up 7.
Well, you look at Cadillac Williams, and I was thinking about what John Gruden told us on Thursday, Kenny. He said that after the New England Patriots pasted them last week and shut them out 28-0, he had the whole team look at the Patriots and says, that's what we want. We want an offense that's going to be here with a quarterback, receivers, running back year after year like the Patriots have kept together.
Again, Patrick Kearney a little over anxious.
Offside, number 97 defense, unabated to the quarterback. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
That's the second offsides by Kearney. And I tell you why he's so riled up. He says that the guy he's going against, Kenyatta Walker, loves to jam his 2 hands right to his face mask. And he said it's going on at an epidemic proportion in this league right now. And he said once you get 2 hands to the face mask, it stops your rush. And officials seem to be reluctant to call it.
Was that a technique you were ever accused of?
Yeah, and it does. It stops the opposing rush.
2-minute warning in Tampa.
This Fox NFL special is sponsored by UPS. What can Brown do for you?
I see packages coming in from Shanghai today.
Yeah, Oracle, I know. 200 and 80 from Portland tomorrow morning.
What?
It's UPS. See, now I get a detailed report of all their shipments coming in.
Huh.
I've already notified production and alerted sales.
Well, I can't compete with that.
Yeah, that's why you're being reassigned to accounting. Oh, my stapler.
We had a merry time pillaging. But with so many people switching to Capital One, we've had to find new jobs. All we want for Christmas is our dignity.
For low rates and great rewards, switch to Capital One.
What's in your wallet? I'm making a list.
Because a car shouldn't just use energy. It should create it. Introducing the mid-size Ford Fusion. More innovation from Ford. For a life in drive.
Brian, you asked earlier what it looks like through a shield. There you have it. Coming up, our Visa halftime report with JB, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy. Scores and highlights. And the Fox Sports ticker. That's all coming up on the Visa halftime report. First down and 5 following the penalty. Sims over the top. Close to a first down is Alex Smith.
Hey, Chris Sims has had a lot of success in a hurry-up offense this year. He brought the team back the last time they played the Falcons at the end of the game. Made a couple of key throws, third downs, and able to get him into field goal range to win that game. Helped them win the Redskin game with a big comeback. And directing him right now here.
Smith did pick up the first down from the 46. To the outside, Ike Hilliard makes his first reception of the game. He had 5 last week. And the former New York Giant gained 6.
You know, even when Chris Sims was the backup, he always took the hurry up in the 2-minute drill in Friday's practice and in Thursday's practice. And so he was always getting a lot of reps doing that particular drill. And now he does it full time, getting all the reps in practice. And so I think when you look at Chris Sims' development this year, this is one area of the game where he's been very good because he's got a lot of practice at it.
Now second down and 4. Sims with time, going deep for Galloway, incomplete.
That's a good no call down there. A little bit of contact there. One thing about Chris Sims, I think the smile never leaves his face. That's the happiest kid that I've ever seen in this league. I mean, every day. And tomorrow on Christmas Day, he can't wait just to get solid couch time. You know what I mean? You lay down on the couch. You got the Bears and the Packers on tomorrow. I mean, just sit down there and just enjoy vegging out, just being a potato. Well, speaking of couch potatoes right there, I don't think Chris Sims wants to identify with that after tomorrow.
But he may be on his couch as well.
Yeah, I think he's had a lot of good couch time.
Play clock winding down, and the Bucs
timeout.
use a timeout.
Tampa Bay. That's their first charge. Timeout.
So Tampa Bay with 2 timeouts remaining. The Bucs can still win their division with 2 wins and 1 Carolina loss. Tampa Bay and Washington control their own destiny. Minnesota, Dallas, and Atlanta still alive.
Yeah. In fact, we've mentioned this a couple times, but Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Carolina, all 3 teams are capable of winning this NFC South.
Carolina leading Dallas by a field goal late first half. And how about Washington?
Wow.
They were shut out by the Giants in October, 36-0.
Yeah, and how about Tiki Barber in that game? Had 206 yards rushing in that game. Really kind of an amazing performance by both of the Barbers. I know good pregame piece on them today. Both of them going to the Pro Bowl, Ronde and Tiki, for the 2nd time in a row.
3rd down and 4 for Ronde's Bucs. They have to get to the 36 for a first down. Sims off his back foot, intercepted by D'Angelo Hall. So Sims picked off for the 2nd time, and Hall, remaining in bounds, is finally chased down by Michael Pittman after a 65-yard return.
Bad throw by Sims, but the Falcons are the best team in football on 3rd down. And they constantly make big plays, and the Pro Bowlers today, Kearney, Brooking, and D'Angelo Hall, act like they just got the invitation this week to go. John Gruden's not going to be happy with this decision right here because he floated that ball. And you don't want to float it to D'Angelo Hall. He's got great ball skills, leads this team in interceptions, deserving of going to the Pro Bowl, and he looks for plays to make. One of the reasons why you draft a guy like they did a couple of years ago. Look at him. He's playing the deep ball all the way. Boy, Galloway didn't even know the ball was in the air.
6th interception this season for Hall. So Sims, who had gone 128 attempts without being intercepted, picked off on 2 of his last 6 throws here today.
And that play partly because of the pressure of Patrick Kearney, working against a double team. Got the hit on Sims. Probably never saw where that ball was being thrown. Got a call upstairs to Paul Hackett right now to find out about that coverage and what he was looking at. Usually he makes that call in comfort on Monday nights to his father, talking football.
D'Angelo Hall remains down following his 65-yard return. He was tackled from behind by Michael Pittman.
D'Angelo Hall is one of those players. He doesn't look good getting up, but he's one of those players. I mean, right now he has 6 interceptions. He can return punts for you. At one time, he wanted to be an offensive player as well. He's just a great athlete and a great football player when the ball is in his hands. Went up high for that ball, got away from the tackle. Picks up a bunch of blockers. I think walked a tightrope line right there. Michael Pittman never stopped hustling to tackle him.
And they are taking a look at the play upstairs in the replay booth to see, just to make sure that Hall stayed in bounds.
Well, from that angle right there, you can't see where his left foot touched on the sideline, so maybe another angle will show it. I bet John Gruden had a pretty good look at it, as it was D'Angelo Hall went right by him with the run back. Less than a minute to go in the first half. D'Angelo Hall will get looked at early going into the locker room. Can't tell from that angle. Picked up a lot of good blocks down the field to be able to make that run back. It's an aggressive tackle by Pittman to get him down.
During the return, the runner did not step out of bounds. It's the correct spot, first down, Atlanta.
So it will be a first down on the Bucs' 13-yard line.
A little Michael Jordan going on right there. Tongue wagging out, going into the locker room.
D'Angelo has reason to wag that tongue.
Yeah, he's licking his chops is what he's doing. Sims gave him a freebie. Nice big fat one underneath the tree.
Falcons capitalized on the booking interception. Vic did a 360. And out of bounds. No gain on the play. Forced out by Rondé Barber at the line of scrimmage.
It's a good call, and there's a lot of defenses in this league that if Mike Vick fakes like that, they all run. But Tampa Bay has such great speed on defense, they didn't fool anybody. Rondé Barber stayed home on that backside.
Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Barber credited with a sack on the play.
It's like the 21st sack of his career.
Vick's pass is caught by the fullback Griffith. No gain. Again, it's Rondé Barber on the tackle.
Now look, here's the Falcons deal here, Kenny. I mean, look at this. It's 3rd and 10. They're in field goal range right now, so they have that. They've got tall receivers, Finneran, L.J. Crumpler, Jenkins. I think you've got to go into the end zone with this pass here. Take your shot. If it's not there, you throw it away. Go kick the field goal.
Falcons finally call timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
I think what Jim Moore is doing, if they were running the clock down, is basically playing for this one play. They could still get a first down. That's the problem with running the clock down. You could still catch it at the 3-yard line to get a first down.
Why did he not call the timeout earlier?
I think they're playing for one play here. I think they're playing for this 3rd down, for the touchdown. And if he doesn't get it, if they don't make it, then they'll march Todd Peterson out there. Regardless, it looks like Greg Knapp and Mike Vick, Ty Detmer like what they're doing here. A lot of smiles on the sideline. They've been aggressive in this first half of football, I think, though, Kenny. I think the fact that they went for it on 4th down when they could have tried a field goal, which worked out for them. They held onto the ball and ended up getting a touchdown to Michael Jenkins.
Officially 18 seconds remaining in the half. Tied at 14. 3 receivers split to the left. Griffith in the backfield. 3rd down and 10. Vick over the middle, and Dexter Jackson, the Bucs free safety, got a piece of it.
Yeah, and he had his second favorite target, Brian Finneran, one-on-one on a crossing route. If he had gotten the ball to him, it could have been a pretty good foot race with Brian Kelly for the touchdown.
So now Jim Morris sends out Todd Peterson to attempt a 31-yard field goal. Peterson has missed only 1 attempt all season. And that was from 49 yards out. So a 31-yard attempt. Matt Schaub is the holder. The kick by Peterson is straight through. So the Falcons regain the lead with 9 seconds remaining in the first half. It's now 17-14 Atlanta. Falcons have scored their last 10 points off the 2 Sims interceptions.
Off the turnovers. Mike Vick told Jim Moore, don't worry about things this week. In fact, Jim Moore said, I've said very little to my football team this week. They know what's at stake here. They know how important this game is. They've got to win to stay alive.
The playoffs are at stake, and if the playoffs started before today's action, these are the quarterbacks you would see in the NFC.
Well, you're going to see Matt Hasselbeck in the Pro Bowl this year. You'll see Rex Grossman. The Bears clinch the NFC North. Eli Manning, of course, already in good position there. Jake Delhomme going to the Pro Bowl.
He's made 4 postseason starts.
Yeah. Of course, the one loss was in the Super Bowl to New England a couple seasons ago.
Mark Brunell went to the AFC Championship game with Jacksonville.
A lot of experience at the quarterback position. Of course, Mike Vick has been in the postseason a couple of times.
Won a playoff game in Green Bay. Ernest Graham able to field that short kickoff and takes it into Falcons territory. So the Bucs will have time for one play with 5 seconds remaining in the half. Line of scrimmage, the Falcons 47. Remember, the half cannot end on a defensive penalty. So do you think Sims will huck it here?
Well, he's hucked a couple here lately that were intercepted. So I think they're done with hucking it. Of course, remember, hucking is a Jim Moore term. I don't think John Gruden, an offensive guy, believes in hucking the ball. I think he believes in throwing smart passes to open receivers.
You may as well huck it with 5 seconds remaining. Who cares if it's picked off in the end zone?
Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot.
Try and draw a pass interference penalty.
You can always do that. Of course, can't end on a... Stay aggressive here. I tell you who loves when they huck it in this situation is the defensive backs. Because so much of how they get voted to the Pro Bowl or how they get compensated in contracts is by how many interceptions they get. Nobody ever remembers if it's from a huck on a Hail Mary or if it's a great defensive play.
From the 47. Sims taken down. Patrick Kearney with the sack on the final play of the first half.
They also like it. Defensive ends also love it as well.
The Falcons are 8-0 this season when leading at the half, and they have a 3-point lead here in Tampa. 6.5 sacks this season for Patrick Kearney. A 17-14 lead for the Falcons over the Bucs. Will return to Tampa right after these messages.
This week on America's #1 pregame show, the guys give their perspective on Brett Favre's legendary career. Then, Urlacher leads the Bears punishing D as they aim to lock up the NFC North crown. But Favre and the Packers look to rally the Lambeau faithful and shock their hated rivals. It's a Fox NFL Christmas Day special in HD.
Millions of people have joined the Ford family, and now we're making it even easier for you to join. Introducing Keep It Simple pricing. The price you see is the price you'll get, and it's a great price, like $17,021 on a new 2006 Ford Ranger. That's a total savings of $3,244 off the MSRP. Or lease it for $199 a month for 36 months. Keep It Simple pricing. Simply incredible deals. Only at your local Southern Ford dealer today.
¿Por qué tan contento?
Ya regresó el Magrib.
Oh. Leave the nice shirts at home, because McRib is back at McDonald's. Juicy pork, onions, pickles, sauce, and more sauce.
Ty Pennington here to toss out some cool gift ideas from Alltel. Wow, look at those crazy kids. Whatever happened to making snow angels? This should get things jumping. Now that's the way to ring in the holidays.
So hurry into Alltel now for the coolest gifts of the year, including the hot new razor.
24 valves churning. 6 speakers pumping. And 17-inch wheels spinning sure is better than 7 swans a-swimming. The one and only Mercedes-Benz winter event. Give yourself the gift of an exciting C230 sports sedan. Stop by your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for a special lease offer through January 3rd. But hurry, the holidays go fast, and these offers go faster.
Fox 13's News Edge at 11. It's the late news with the edge you expect from Fox.
From the 53rd, to spend the day with 17-14 lead for the Falcons at the half. Well, Bucs players, staff, and fans have had heavy hearts the last 3 days following the passing of 17-year-old James Dungy on Thursday, the son of Indianapolis Colts head coach Tony Dungy. Tony coached the Bucs from 1996 through 2001. He's the winningest coach in franchise history, as well as one of the nicest and most honorable men you could ever be fortunate enough to meet. We at Fox Sports extend our condolences to the entire Dungy family.
Would be surprised to see her socializing with NFL superstars.
Visa, proud sponsor of the NFL. If you're not happy with some of your
voids my warranty. Have a good life.
Let Fox Sunday give you what you really want.
I brought these gifts for you. They're up in my bum.
The Simpsons at a special time.
I love my tinklies.
Followed by the gift that keeps on giving. Family Guy.
Ah!
And King of the Hill.
That's right. And you better stay down.
It all starts at 8:30, 7:30 Central tomorrow only on Fox.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
What happens when 6 of the world's most famous skaters are paired with 6 untrained celebrities?
Let's go for it.
January 18th, skaters including Nancy Kerrigan, Kurt Browning, and Ty Babylonia will team up with celebrities Deborah Gibson, Todd Bridges, Full House's Dave Coulier, and more. Live in front of an audience with Scott Hamilton and Dorothy Hamill.
I was working on spins. The next thing you know, I was bleeding.
Skating with Celebrities, Wednesday, January 18th on Fox.
I do not like that Sam I Am. I do not like green eggs and ham.
Falcons linebacker Keith Brooking can read an offense like nobody's business.
Would you like them here or there?
But even Keith can't tackle children's literacy in every community in America all by himself.
I do not like green eggs and ham. Would you like them in the house?
Hey, we've got an idea. You know how to read. Why not give him a hand? Help United Way and the NFL strengthen your community. Volunteer at unitedway.org.
The Visa Halftime Report is sponsored by Visa, proud sponsor of the NFL. With Visa's multiple layers of security, you're protected.
All right, Atlanta's postseason hopes, they went out and get some help. Right now, they're nursing a 3-point lead over Tampa, and we all love Tony Dungy and family.
All right, out of the eye, Michael Vick, play action out into the flat. He finds Justin Griffith. He takes it in from 4 yards out, and Atlanta is up 7-0. Chris Sims, the other lefty, answers 9-yard strike into the flat to Jamil Cook. We're tied up at 7-0 now in the second quarter. Another one, move to the left, gun it. Mike Allstott, get airborne. He does. 13-yard strike, 14-7. Tampa Bay over Atlanta. Then here comes Michael Vick. Guns this one out to Michael Jenkins. Inside, back outside, the old shake route. 8-yard strike, 17-14. Atlanta on the road over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Dallas at Carolina. Bill Parcells hoping his team will meet the intensity needed to win this game in Carolina. Pump, fake, pump. Fake by DeLone. Moves the safety. There's Drew Carter, 32-yard strike. Carolina up early, 10-0. Spread them out. Remember this formation. It was run against the Kansas City Chiefs by these Cowboys. Then hand off the draw to Jones. Jones goes 8 yards. It's 13-10 going into the third quarter now. Panthers over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Tiki Barber. Jimmy said the ugliest of the Barber twins. Ron Dave uglier, whatever. Mark Brunell does not see the linebacker Chase Blackburn. He takes it back 31 yards. Interception return for a touchdown. It's 10-7 Giant. And then Santana Moss. What's the adjustment? Ball thrown to the outside. Just moves around, changes his hips, his shoulders. Touchdown, 59-yarder, 14-10. Skins. And then throw it out of the eye. Clinton Portis. You come up, you throw it deep. Chris Cooley. Touchdown pass, 17-yarder. He's now caught 4 touchdowns in the last 2 games. But the Giants answer. Eli to Plaxico Burress. He can't hang on to it. Amani Toomer there for the deflection. A 25-yard strike. Good ball game here, boy. 21-17 Skins over the visiting New York Giants.
And you said Washington would do what?
They would sweep the last 4 games.
All right, Rams on top of the 49ers by 3 in that one. Kansas City on top of San Diego. If the Chiefs lose, they're eliminated from the playoffs. Lions right now 7-3. There we go with Kansas City. 20-7 on top of the Chargers in that one. Cincinnati already has locked up the first division title in 15 years. On top, nursing a 1-point lead, 14-13. Pittsburgh. Howie said they're playing well. They're doing it here. They won 4 straight between those squads. Frank Caliendo's upset pick. Houston on top by 3. And the Dolphins looking for its 5th straight win, ahead 17-3 in that one. Michael Vick bouncing back, big boy.
Yeah, I mean, we all watched the Sunday night game, and Michael Vick looked, to say the least, uncomfortable in Chicago. A lot of that had to do with the weather. A lot of that had to do with the Chicago defense, in particular Brian Urlacher. He played extremely well versus this Tampa Bay game as he settled in the first time out in the second half, passing for over 300 yards. Big game today, really. The difference in this game, though, is Tampa Bay's inability to run the football and the 2 turnovers via interception, particularly one to D'Angelo Hall.
Yeah, Howie, I think Cadillac Williams has got to go back running the football because Chris Sims actually made progress this year and gotten a lot better. Had only 1 interception in the last 5 games, had 2 interceptions today, one of them a real poor throw. They've got to run the football to take the pressure off of Chris Sims throwing the ball.
When they don't run the football, they get exposed in their offensive line, which is an average group. They get exposed at the quarterback position because their receivers, really, you got a Joey Galloway situation. Who else do you have?
Little holiday cheer here on TV.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
You know what?
They won't let me talk.
That's about as profound as we're going to get from the lovable, self-described lovable redneck.
For fear that I'll be too intellectual.
Ticket is brought to you by Xbox 360.
Rated teen.
Hey, Matt, I'm going to
NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
They were concerned about. So sometimes you don't plant as hard in turf like this and get your swing the best you can.
Well, it's a serious issue in this field because the middle of this field is just dead chewed up. And, you know, even for a guy like Cole.
Every year during the...
So Charlie Fry and Ben Roethlisberger have met before on the college level. First meeting.
Times in the first half. 5 punts, 2 turnovers, and a field goal.
Right now and again in front of taxpayers as they have gone through this song and dance in Kansas City for a long time. They're trying to say how much will the Chiefs pony up, how much will the Kansas City Royals right across.
Find what you need in your life.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeer are pulling on the reins. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. Hang your stockings and
What's on your wish list? Visit Acura's Drive Home for the holidays and celebrate with special financing on select Acura models.
A new day is dawning. Introducing the new Ford Explorer.
Only a 5-yard, yeah.
But the enforcement ends up in a first down.
It was 4th and 2, and may have surprised some. The Chiefs didn't go for it then, but as it turns out now, they are kissed, and they're going to get the ball back with the 1st and 10.
That was very, very smart, not going for it there. There was no reason to give that up, and Sammy Davis runs in to Colquitt and roughing and just splattering the kickers a 15-yard penalty, and Mike Carey explained there it's just running into the kicker, and that's 5 yards.
Sammy Davis drew the yellow. Chiefs have a timeout.
From Vince Lombardi and the Packers of the 60s through the New England Patriots' modern dynasty, a great gift for any football fan this holiday season. The greatest Super Bowl moments is available now everywhere DVDs are sold.
Halftime here in Tampa. Atlanta Falcons leading the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by the score of 17-14 as we welcome you back to Raymond James Stadium. Kenny Albert with Brian Baldinger. Brian, your thoughts on half number one?
It's your basic NFC South broadcast. I mean, it's about as even as you can get. A couple turnovers here kind of swings things, but two balanced football teams going at it. Big plays by their big play players back and forth. And so it's going to be more of the same in the second half. I guess who doesn't turn the ball over as much in the second half, because we're getting great performances from the people that we were counting on today. Mike Vick, Brooking, Kearney. Their Pro Bowl players have been great, but look at the stats kind of say just how even the whole picture is right here. I mean, 140 to 138 yards, points off the turnovers right there. I mean, both teams are playing well. Both teams need this game for what they want to do this season. So a heck of a 30 minutes in front of us.
2 touchdown passes for both quarterbacks, Chris Sims and Michael Vick, as we check in downstairs with Jay Glazer. Jay?
Well, guys, at halftime, Jim Morris said I did not give my normal halftime speech, which is usually rah-rah, some rage. He said instead, I try to keep it very even keel. I want these guys just to be steady. We're playing steady, and that's fine. On the other side, John Gruden, he's getting frustrated with their pass protection. He said, you know what, you got to block somebody in order to make a throw in this league. And 2 points of injuries, guys. Number 1, D'Angelo Hall, he hurt his shoulder on that interception. Moore told me, I'm not sure if he's going to return. We're going to have to mix and match back there in the secondary. And also, as we were talking, wide receiver Michael Clayton of the Buccaneers walked past and went into the x-ray room with a toe injury. Don't know his status yet. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks very much, Jay. Second half kickoff taken by Edel Shepard of the Bucs. And Shepard is cut down at the 24-yard line by Cam Newton. We check out first half fantasy numbers. Michael Vick, 2 touchdown passes. Warwick Dunn, 48 yards on the ground. Mike Alstott with a 13-yard touchdown reception, his 7th trip to the end zone this season. For more, log on to foxsports.com on MSN, keyword fantasy. Chris Sims intercepted twice in the second quarter, leading to the last 10 Atlanta Falcon points. From the 24, the give to number 24, Cadillac Williams, and he gains 3. Out to the 27, Keith Brooking made the tackle. It will be second down and 7.
I think what Jake Glazer reported on about what John Gruden told him is absolutely right, that you've got to be able to pass protect in this league. And really, John Gruden has as much volume of his offense of anybody in pro football today. But he's so limited because he constantly has to keep extra blockers in order to protect his quarterback.
On second and 7, the pitch to Williams. And he's forced back after a gain of 1, so a 3rd and 6 coming up for the Bucs. Ike Reese in on the tackle, a longtime Philadelphia Eagle for the Atlanta Falcons.
But it always starts up front. And so, you know, John Gruden, I think we mentioned this in the first half, that he wanted his whole team to look at the New England Patriots last year, a team that has won 3 of the last 4 Super Bowls. And you see Brady and David Givens and Corey Dillon, guys that have been there. And that's what he's trying to build here, but it starts with the wall up front to be able to get those things done.
Sims on 3rd and 6, diving attempt made by Galloway, but the pass incomplete, and the Bucs go 3 and out.
Perfect example right there of what Gruden was talking about. There's a 3rd and 6 situation, Kenny. They get 5 receivers out, but it's all in a short area. I mean, nobody's got enough yards here for the first down. Sims is forced to throw this ball on 3-step drive. So the receivers never get down the field very far to attack the defense.
First 3 and out today, Brian, for either team. Bidwell punting to Finneran. Good kick. And a fair catch back at the 18-yard line. Called for by Finneran. A 54-yard punt by the Pro Bowler, Josh Bidwell.
CBS has finished #1 every week this season, a feat no network has done in nearly 20 years. For over 140 million viewers, this is the place for the best drama, comedy, news, and reality, including Monday's #1 show, Tuesday's #1 show, Friday's #1 show, the #1 place for the NFL, the #1 news magazine, the #1 reality show, TV's #1 comedy, and the #1 show on all of television. CBS, America's most watched network.
Let's spread some holiday cheer.
Happy holidays from CBS.
Sunday Ticket is brought to you by Bridgestone Tires. Passion for excellence.
The wheel goes round and round, we keep it moving, and it don't slow down. The wheel goes round and round, we keep it moving.
Round and round.
The wheel goes round and round, keep it moving.
Oh yeah.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. The wheel goes round and round, round and round, round and round, goes round and round.
Charlie!
Oil change.
I fight a war that never.
$12.
Great shift today, guys. Nice salad bar.
Your favorite players.
Yes.
Priceless.
Yes. Yes.
There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
You signed the bread to my little brother. He loves you.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
This Fox NFL special is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL.
77th consecutive sellout here at Raymond James Stadium.
And why not? What else on a Saturday afternoon, the day before Christmas, you're going to do?
From the 18-yard line, Warwick Dunn cuts to the outside and is forced out of bounds by Rondé Barber after a gain of 4.
Okay, you know, this team is built around 6 Pro Bowlers, all of them making big contributions here in the first half. Here's 5. You can see Michael Vick, 2 touchdown passes, tying his career high in the first half. Warwick Dunn, halfway to 100. Al-J. Crumpler contributing, of course, on defense. Keith Brooking and D'Angelo Hall playing well, along with Rod Coleman, defensive tackle, going for his first Pro Bowl.
Second down and 6. Here's Dunn. By the way, Brian, Kevin Schaefer has replaced the injured Matt Lair on the Falcons offensive line.
Todd Weiner back in there at right tackle. You know, it's this time of the year. Guys are beat up, trying to keep guys out there as long as they can right now, patching them up, whatever it takes. They know. I mean, everybody on this Falcon team knows what's at stake right here. The fun thing is not getting caught up in the pressure and what can happen, what won't happen. The fun is coming out here and just playing in this atmosphere.
Falcons are 0 for 4 today on 3rd down. They did convert a 4th down, which led to a touchdown. Here's Vick, chased by Rice. And Michael Vick has the first down. Up the sidelines, all the way out to the 38-yard line. Vick gaining 14.
That's a Mike Vick run. And, you know, and you see him with the smile on his face right there. There is nothing more demoralizing to any defense when he gets loose. And this is a run that Terry Bradshaw asked me about in the pregame today, is the runs that are just spontaneous, that aren't planned, that aren't called. That's when he's at his most effective, when he's just freelancing out there like that.
Vick with 37 yards today on 5 carries. From the 38. Vick can't find anyone. And he slides back to the line of scrimmage, hit by Brooks at the 38-yard line. So it will be a 2nd down and 10.
Really, the Bucs defensive line did a great job of just containing Mike Vick that time and not letting him get outside, because that's what he was looking to do. But Simeon Rice in there, Monty Kitfins just rushing 4 on that play right there. They did a good job of forcing Vick back into the middle and making him slide.
Carolina continues to lead Dallas by a field goal. Not good news for either of these clubs. They could both use a Carolina loss. 2nd and 10 done. Warwick Dunn out to the 41. Gain of 4. Dwayne White made the tackle. A little bit of extracurricular activity.
Warwick Dunn right there in the middle. And if you look at closely at Warwick Dunn every game, he's got a silver chain that he wears. It's like basically a dog collar. That he said that he bought his rookie season. And he wears it every game. In fact, there's a couple of games where it was broken. And in the middle of a play, he actually reached up and grabbed it in the air and made sure that he caught it. It's good luck charm that he's never without on any game.
You can't lose a good luck charm.
Never. That's why it's good luck.
Here's Vick on 3rd and 7. Under pressure, he spins away from Quarles. And now Vick fires downfield. The pass short. Intended for Michael Jenkins.
He just left the defenders of Tampa Bay gassed on that particular play. Like they're wondering, like Houdini, how he got out of it. Simeon Rice coming up here at the top. He's contained Dwayne White. They hit him. Shelton Quarles hits him. Now here comes a sea of red after him. Justice face mask in the middle. A couple guys just get blown up there.
How many yards? How many yards do you think you ran on that play?
The odometer says 103.
Michael Kanan punting from his own 30 off the side of his foot. Does take a bit of a Falcons roll, and it lands out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A 39-yard punt by Kanan.
17. Our NFL on CBS. Sprint poll. Will Seattle and Indianapolis meet in Super Bowl 40? 43% of you said if they do, Indianapolis wins it. 14% say Seattle would take the big game. That'll do it for the Sprint halftime report. Thank you for joining us. Back to Kansas City for the second half after this.
Hey, we got a new mascot?
This holiday season, there's an easier way to get the gear the pros wear. Call 1-877-NFL-SHOP for a free team catalog or log on to NFLShop.com.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together.
This Fox NFL special is sponsored by Hummer. Check out the new H3. Hummer, like nothing else.
You know, Michael Vick has heard so much criticism through the years that, you know, he's not your textbook quarterback.
Yeah.
All the guy does is win.
Yeah, and he gets voted to the Pro Bowl for the 3rd time because everybody respects his talent and knows how dangerous he can be.
Here's Cadillac Williams. Cadillac gaining 9 out to the 29-yard line. Brought down by Chauncey Davis. Well, coming up January 2nd, the 70th AT&T Cotton Bowl on Fox as Texas Tech battles Alabama. Gets underway at 11 Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, only on Fox. Think she'll be watching the Cotton Bowl?
What is she eating? That's like just a hunk of pork?
I think we should send Jay Glazer to find out. With that run, Cadillac goes over 1,000 yards in his rookie season.
Heck of a rookie season, too. I mean, the Tampa Bay Bucks were 5-11 last year. And this year, you know, in the offseason, Gruden was like, we're going to be a much better team, and everybody's like, you were 5-11 last year. But a couple of pieces. You know, you draft a Cadillac Williams, and you get off to a 4-0 start. Remember, he was the talk of the league the first 4 weeks of the season this year. Everywhere you went, it was about the Cadillac.
Here's Cadillac up the middle, out across the 40 to the 41 over those first 3 weeks. 434 yards on the ground, an NFL record for a rookie in his first 3 games.
And if you look at this offense, right, and there's Cadillac Williams out there. You know, then you have a guy like Dan Benning at left guard and Alex Smith at tight end. I mean, there's 3 rookies out there starting on what a lot of people say is the most complicated offense in football.
2 tight ends. Beck shifting into the backfield. On first down, penalty marker. Sims underneath to Cadillac, another flag. So 2 penalty markers as Cadillac is brought down at the 45 after picking up 4.
Holding, number 67 offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Kenyatta Walker down there right now.
Walker, the Bucs right tackle, going up against Patrick Kearney.
Okay, when we're all...
I agree with Debbie. This just was not Kansas City Chiefs.
Your local Chevy dealer.
Penalty flags before the snap. And it's a false start.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 77, 5-yard penalty.
And again, well short of a first down, a flag on the play. Fred Thomas had good coverage for New Orleans.
And then if you want to run the ball, well, now there's more room inside to run because it's not all crowded in there. But
Giants returned the opening kickoff. Chad Morton to midfield, and Manning had Burris, who dropped a pass headed for the end zone.
Season's best bonus, plus 0% APR financing for 60 months on all 2006 Cadillac Escalade models.
Looking for Gates, and he's got it for a touchdown. Looking for Parker, caught for the touchdown.
Fox searched all over New York to find the perfect host for our New Year's Eve celebration.
That's me, of course. Who are you expecting?
New Year's Eve live with host Regis Philbin, starting at 11, 1 week from tonight on Fox.
Look at this. It's all mine.
I don't care how much I gotta spend now. Hell, I'm gonna find my way back home again. Oh, the lonely days are gone. I'm coming home.
American Idol premieres Tuesday, January 17th on Fox.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Kenyatta Walker out, replaced by Todd Stussy at right tackle. 1st and 20 following the penalty from the 31. And Sims' pass is caught by Michael Pittman. And Pittman takes it out to the 40, a gain of 9.
Kenyatta Walker, of course, came in today with a bad shoulder, banged up. Right now, it looks like he's something wrong with his leg right there. The size 17 shoe. He said when he was 12, he wore a size 12. When he was 13, he was a 13. When he was 14, he was worse. He said finally his mother just started praying that the foot would stop growing. And it did at age 17, at a size 17.
What size shoe do you wear?
I'm a 15. I did the same thing. I started praying that it would stop growing too.
Alex Smith breaks free and picks up a first down in Falcons territory.
Alex Smith is on his way to his best day as the rookie tight end here in Tampa Bay. Heck of a good draft by John Gruden, trying to build this offense to the one that they lost, in the likes of the one that they lost to last week up in New England. And the components are starting to come together.
Dallas has taken the lead on Carolina. Good news for the Bucs and the Falcons. 17-13 Cowboys. Cadillac down to the 42.
Hey guys, John Gruden is not the only one who notices, Baldy, that rookies are huge to this offense. In fact, ever the motivator, earlier this week he threw on a tape of superstar professional football players from back in their rookie days, Marshall Faulk, Sterling Sharp. And he said, hey, Cadillac, Alex Smith, this is what it takes to be a stud your rookie year. Late in the year, if we're going to be successful, you need to emulate these guys. Back to you.
And Jay, on that last run, Cadillac sets a franchise record for rushing yards by a rookie. Eric Rett was the record holder. This pass to the 38-yard line to Alex Smith. And Smith unable to hang on, so a 3rd and 6 coming up for the Bucs from the Falcons 41.
The one guy that's not a part of the offense right now is Michael Clayton. He's out with a bad toe, and that's a guy that they were really counting on in his second year after a year last year where he caught 80 passes, but he never was in shape this season, and he's been a disappointment to this offense.
Penalty markers prior to the snap.
False start, number 75 offense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That's on the veteran, 2-time Pro Bowler Todd Stussy in for the injured Walker. A look at Clayton on the Bucs sideline.
He had 2 off-season knee surgeries and came to camp 12 pounds overweight. Had a pretty easy go of it last year on a bad team, and really he never got himself into shape and didn't really understand what it takes in order to be a professional. And so Joey Galloway has just stepped up and taken his passes from him and his reps. Adele Shepard, other guys have, Alex Smith have taken his position.
Sims on 3rd and long, complete to Smith, but he is hit back at the 49-yard line. Nice tackle by the Pro Bowler Rod Coleman, a loss of 3 on the play.
And I tell you, that's a great play by the Pro Bowler there, Rod Coleman. But what's happened with this Tampa Bay offense right now is they don't have confidence in their offensive line to protect Chris Sims. And so they cannot get the ball down to Joey Galloway down the field right now. And they're forced to throw it short play after play.
Galloway with only 2 receptions today for 12 yards. Bidwell punting from the 40. Taken at the 11, a fair catch called for by Fitterin, 38-yard punt.
.42, so officially at the 41, as the Chargers have run it 4 consecutive times.
And San Diego's coming off 4 straight punts too.
Turner is still in the...
And he runs right by Roy Williams, but there was enough there with Aaron Glenn that Delhomme did not take a chance. Now he comes underneath to Chris Mangum, and so many times you think that these receivers are just going to run out of bounds. Brady James thought that he could just knock him out. Mangum makes him miss and is able to get more yardage. Handoff is to Deshaun Foster down inside the 45, very close to the 43, picked up 4.
It's 1999, 2nd down and 9 from the 40. First possession by either team in the second half.
That year in '99, they went to the AFC Championship game.
Good call. Breeze will blow that dead in mid-motion. Start.
All kinds of great deals on great Dell desktops, like this awesome Dell Dimension desktop with an Intel Celeron D processor for only $499 after mail-in rebate. Right now, get a free flat panel monitor from the world's #1 source for flat panels, and free shipping. Go online to get other Dell desktops starting at $299 after mail-in rebate. It's more than an amazing deal, it's a Dell.
This Fox NFL special is sponsored by Cadillac. Introducing the new 2006 DTS Cadillac Breakthrough. By Bud Light, refreshingly smooth Bud Light, always worth it. By Lowe's, where improving home improvement never ends. And by State Farm, great service, great rates. That's why 40 million drivers trust State Farm.
Back in Tampa, Falcons leading by 3. If the Falcons win, they cannot be eliminated from playoff contention today. D'Angelo Hall off on the sidelines. Will not return. Couple of backup offensive linemen in for Atlanta, Austin King and Barry Stokes. Here's Warwick Dunn on the first down carry, picks up 2. As we send it west for a game break to Terry Bradshaw.
All right, Kenny, thank you very much. Cowboys trailing Carolina, but this 43-yard touchdown run by Julius Jones, his first touchdown since week 3, 154 yards rushing on the day, and 2 touchdowns give the Cowboys a 17-13 lead over the Carolina Panthers. Back to Kenny Albert and Brian Baldinger.
All right, good job, Terry.
Yeah, that was excellent, Terry. Good energy out of Bradshaw there.
Yeah, we like that.
Guy that knows a little bit